Imagine a little boy named Nicholas who loved playing in his yard. He was always full of joy and energy, adored running, jumping, and climbing trees. One day, while Nicholas was playing in the yard as usual, suddenly a horrible creature appeared out of nowhere. It looked as if it had stepped straight out of a scary storybook. It had long claws, huge eyes glowing red, and skin covered with bumps and spikes. The creature began approaching Nicholas, emitting sounds like a hoarse growl. Nicholas was terrified beyond words. He tried to run away, but his legs refused to obey. The creature grabbed him with its claws and lifted him high into the air. Nicholas felt helpless against this horror. The boy cried out at the top of his lungs, but no one heard him. His parents were home, but they didn't suspect anything was wrong. The horrible creature started vanishing, taking Nicholas with it, plunging him into darkness. The last thing Nicholas saw was his parents' faces staring out the window, unable to figure out where their son had gone. His parents began searching for Nicholas, combing every corner of the yard, but without success. Time passed, and the boy still hadn't returned. Mom and Dad started thinking the worst, but suddenly Nicholas reappeared. He was standing right before them, alive and unharmed, but his eyes were empty and lifeless. Silently, he approached his parents, took their hands, and led them inside the house. When they entered the living room, Nicholas showed them a cabinet that had never been there before. Opening the door, the parents saw hundreds of books neatly arranged on shelves. All the books were about different worlds, magic, and magical creatures. Among this variety, on the very top shelf, was a book with a black cover, featuring two eyes glowing red. Nicholas pointed at it with his finger and said one word, "Creature."